Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're kind of strapping ourselves into the cockpit. We're looking at how you turn all this scenario data, this simulation practice, into, well, discipline strategy.
Yeah, exactly. Think of it like flight training.
Okay.
Our main thing today. It's telling the difference between two key tools. You've got the calculator, think of that as your radar for planning deployments.
Okay, right.
And then there's the simulator, that's your training track, totally risk-free.
Got it.
And the biggest mistake rookies make, honestly, is confusing a shiny projection, a big number, with something that's actually guaranteed.
Right, so the focus isn't really on hitting one specific number, but more on the whole process.
Precisely. For you listening, the golden rule is pretty straightforward. The calculator helps you plan the strategy.
Plan.
The explorer confirms what's actually happening on the network right now.
Confirms.
And the simulator. That's where you rehearse your moves, your operational process. We're moving away from just hoping towards actually testing things out.
Okay, let's unpack that calculator first, especially for the mining bots. You said it projects scenarios based on the now stuff, like halving, blocks, dilution price.
Yeah, all the current factors.
And it helps compare bots using ranges, right? Not solid promises.
Exactly. Ranges are key. And you need to understand what's driving those numbers. The network rhythm is roughly 1 block per second. But the real kicker is dilution.
Ah, dilution. Tell me more.
Well, it just means the more bots of the same type out there, especially those cheaper ones, people buy loads of, the smaller the actual share, the quota per bot becomes.
So your potential return shrinks as more people jump in with the same bot.
Precisely. It's always about the context.
And that connects to the sales pause we heard about. Mining bots being paused until APTM gets stably above 6.25 USDT.
Yep. That's not panic. That's just smart economic management. It's about prioritizing a sustainable system over, diluting everything too fast. It forces you to be methodical.
Methodical, not anxious.
Yeah. So it means you got to read the screen carefully, check your lifetime blocks, look at the estimated APTM based on current conditions.
Right there.
Then you absolutely have to use the price simulator. Hit those quick buttons, see what happens at $10, $50, $100.
Right.
You make your decision based on those ranges looking solid, not just chasing one pie in the sky number.
This really demands a mental shift. Like Anna in the example, she sees a good initial projection for her solar bot, but then she checks the dilution number straight away, sees they're climbing,
right,
and she has to adjust her expectations down. That's exactly it method, not just hoping or getting anxious.
Perfect example. Or look at Miguel. He's studying the galactic bot. He sees that 6.25 USDT trigger, and he links it directly to his waiting strategy.
Oh, yes.
He gets that being disciplined doesn't mean doing nothing. It means waiting for the right, stable conditions before jumping in.
Okay, so calculator is the strategic planner for mining bots. Let's pivot now to the simulator. This one's purely for practice, right?
Yeah.
Specifically for chain trading bots.
Exactly. It's a totally risk-free environment. Its whole job is to let you test out your trading ideas using historical data.
But it doesn't predict the future.
Absolutely not. It's a training track, not an oracle.
So what are you really training in the simulator?
Good question. It's not just about chasing a final P&L number. It forces you to grapple with setting up your grids, the spacing, how many levels, defining your amplitude. That's your realistic price range, like between support and resistance.
Makes sense.
And crucially, seeing the impact of real-world stuff like slippage, fees, and latency. Those times the market moves too fast and you don't get your order filled. The simulation shows you that potential net result.
So the value is seeing those costs baked in.
Yeah.
But we have to stress the limits here. It's all based on the past.
Totally. It has zero visibility on breaking news.
Or like sudden floods of cash into the market.
Exactly. Or a sudden massive market gap that just wasn't in the historical data it's using. So the aim isn't finding the perfect path setup.
What is it then?
It's finding robustness. Does your strategy kind of hold up across different historical periods, even the choppy ones?
Right. Does it bend or does it break?
That's it. And this is where, the data, the telemetry has to win out over your ego. If the sim keeps showing these really long, painful drawdowns, the answer isn't to keep forcing it. It's adjust the strategy, maybe even ditch it.
So the process is sim first, test your idea.
Yep. Then maybe a tiny reel swap to see it live.
And always check the Explorer.
Always check the Explorer to see the actual current block activity, ground truth.
Okay, it feels like we're circling back to the main lesson here. Process is just fundamentally more important than getting lucky.
Couldn't agree more. The calculator helps you map the terrain.
Yes.
The Explorer tells you what the weather's like right now.
Proves.
And the simulator is where you practice your flying skills.
Trains. Calculator plans. Explorer proves. Simulator trains. Got it.
So, I'll leave you with this to think about. Since we know the simulator runs purely on history, and it can't see those sudden macro shocks or market gaps.
Right.
If your trading strategy really depends on a specific amplitude or price range you identified from that historical data, how should you maybe adjust that range proactively right now? To build in a buffer for a potential market break that the simulator simply couldn't predict.
That's a tough one. Definitely something to mull over.